Hello, hello, microphone. Hello, microphone, check, check. Microphone, check, check. That was embarrassing. I've just had all kinds of failures this morning. Not a failed experiment, failed experiment. I will have to start all over. I don't know if Anunnaki's going to make it back yet or not. Um, I'm not really sure what happened with the old stream. I don't know. Is this telling of what kind of day I'm gonna have? Is it gonna be one of those days, just one of those days, as Fresh Prince said? Hello, everyone. Tom. Hey, I'm just gonna delete the old video. I'm gonna tell you right now. Maybe I should just make the title. I'm going to delete this. Get a few clicks. Right, another one of those guerrilla marketing tactics. Um, all right, I am not starting off with a good day today. I'm in my Puma sweatshirt. I'm freaking hot. I'm off my game. I don't even know what to tell you. I'm off my game. This is rough. This is rough. You're watching someone crash and burn, right? Sometimes I watch television shows. Oh, what am I going to do? I'm just going to go with it. Sometimes I watch television shows just because it's such a bad train wreck. An example that comes to mind was Two Broke Girls. Oh my goodness, that show was awful, but it was so awful that it was good, right? Every now and then you come across a great movie that is so bad that it's good. I can't think of anything offhand. I think the Two Broke Girls was really kind of the mold of that. Anyway, let's see what's going on in the Bitcoin market. As I said in that, ooh, snap, dude, we are pushing all-time highs right now as we speak. Let me pop out the chat. The chat with no one in it. That's oh, what a train wreck this is. All right, hit that like button. If you don't hit that like button, I'm telling people no one's watching right now. And I'm telling you, hit the like button. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, Bitcoin. Oh, all-time highs, just like that. I think it was a good sign that I had technical difficulties. I think that was the butterfly effect that made us hit all-time highs. You know what I got to do? We got to do it. We got to do it. This just going to be, I have no effing clue what we're going to talk about, right? I have no effing clue. This is just going to be, oh, what's that? What's that comedy troupe or what is that when you just freestyle acting? What's that shit called? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. You just free flow it. We're going to free flow on the mic. Let me pull up the Discord. We see if they're going crazy over in hopefully that didn't break the stream again. That's what I need. I'm just gonna give up if it does. I gotta tell you, I'm just because I know this causes problems with Slack. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be all right. It looks like we're still streaming. All right, so I'm going to pull up the Discord, the Crypto Savvy Discord, see if they're going crazy over there. I'm sure they are. Let's see, Bitcoin all-time highs is break. I mean, we are cruising. We are blasting through all-time highs. Hashtag LFG. Let's freaking go. All right, let's see. I missed dear. Yep, this 10-year candle don't lie. I'm long in ADA. I think you are going to do very well if you're really going to long ADA. Everything's pretty cheery over here. Usually they're doomsdaying. Let's see. Is this the moment Savvy will shine? All right. I expected. Oh wait. All right. It's because am I viewing? All right. Let's see where we go. All right. Bye bye Bears. Yeah. There's a lot of infighting over here. The Bears and the Bulls really go at it over here. I tell you. There were a lot of people that were really expecting a dump, and it still could happen. They were expecting a dump at a double top and a dump. They're giving poor Savvy a hard time. I'm waiting for a new Savvy link. Like, how can you not, dude? Like, all right, so here we're pushing. We just hit it 66,000. History in the making. History in making on this stream. On this stream, I am the one. I am the one that caused this to happen. This is all me. This is no one else. Bitcoin is pushing 66,000 because I am live streaming to no one. All right. So there was Crypto Savvy, there were rumors. All right, so he said he would flip bullish if he said he would flip bullish. We were talking about this before the last stream crashed. This is tough because I know people are going to watch it after the fact, but right now I'm talking to no one, right? Again, crash and burn. All right, so, and if you don't know what I'm referring to, I was doing a stream and the whole thing crashed and I couldn't get it back, so I had to start all over. Here we are, Bob's your uncle. All right, Crypto Savvy had this gorilla math ascending trend line that went up over time, and his last hurrah was Bitcoin had to be above that for him to flip bullish. Well, it did flip above that. And he had liquidation points around 63 or 64, right, thousand. So after it, about 5 days ago, it went above this trend line. And his new thing was, okay, well, I need to see it open and close above this trend line. That happened. Several days in a row now, that's happened. I don't know. We haven't seen a video from him in 3 days, right? Now, I'm sure Crypto Savvy's fine because he uses discipline and small leverage, right? And I'm sure, and I know it for a fact he's probably made good money shorting Bitcoin. If you know what you're doing, you can make good money shorting Bitcoin if you short at the right moments, right? Because the velocity to the downside can be very high. So you could catch some really good momentum to the downside. It's personally not my game style, right? I would, and I may get into shorting Bitcoin later on, and I've discussed doing so, basically hedging my position. For example, when the end of the bull run gets here, I might hedge my position by selling, by borrowing money on Anchor, buying Ethereum, and then immediately selling it as a hedge, or doing the same thing on Aave. For example, on Aave and Harmony One, I can't wait for that to get there. I can deposit one into Aave, use it as collateral, borrow Bitcoin or Ethereum against it, immediately sell it into this is a bit of an advanced topic, but it's the kind of stuff we discuss all the time over here. So I would buy Ethereum, or I would borrow Ethereum against my Harmony One. Then I would immediately trade that Ethereum into stablecoin. So, and then I would take that stablecoin, redeposit it back into Aave, get the rewards. I would have Ethereum borrowed at, say, $4,000, and if I think it's going to go down to $2,000, I could pull that money back out and buy my borrowed Ethereum at half price, right? So it's a great way to hedge against your positions if you have the kind of capital to do that without actually having to sell your assets. Now, the downside is obviously Ethereum continues to run, but if it's a hedge, 10%, 20% of your portfolio, you're still making money. And at the end of the day, that gives you a greater than a 50-50 chance of success. All right, so Bitcoin is now in price discovery. It's looking really good. Again, Crypto Savvy, there were rumors in the Discord. I'm having a lot of fun with this Crypto Savvy Discord. I got to tell you, it's my recent addiction. There's another Discord I want to get into, but the Crypto Savvy, it's pretty fun. Anyway, there were rumors that he was thinking about adding to his short position as it hit all-time high. And if he did, it could still play out, right? Right now, we're barely above the new all-time high. So this could play out at any moment where this could crash back down and be into play. We come back down. Like, for me, the line in the sand right now where I start getting nervous is when Bitcoin right now would lose this fib right here, but the real big one would be this 50 on the logarithmic growth curve. We typically don't see this break above and down below the 50 on the logarithmic growth. I think this is the first time we've actually done it. 1, 2, 3. This one was like a quick 2-day, right? I think in 2017 and 2013, we did see it happen twice. If we lose this again, I'm not saying even if we do, I'm just, it would be more of a, I don't think we're going to crash to the depths of hell as say like Crypto Savvy does. For me, it's all about the liquidity. There's a lot more liquidity coming into this market. As more liquid, the more and more liquidity there is, it's a lot harder for people to manipulate it. The problem is the liquidity is still so thin that it is easily manipulated. For example, Bitcoin, most of it's locked up. Most of the liquidity is locked up. I forget the figures, but something like 80 or 85% of Bitcoin right now is in long-term holders' wallets and it hasn't been moved for a long time. You add to the fact that, I don't know, 2 to 4 to 5 million has been lost and gone forever, right? There's only around 18.5 million. I can go on and on. So the actual pool of Bitcoin trading right now is probably just a couple million. So it's not going to take much for big money to easily manipulate that around. But as Bitcoin gets bigger and bigger and higher in value and more people come in, it is going to even out. And so you have to look at the fact that in 2017, the Bitcoin market cap was, oh my goodness, what was it? I remember. Oh, the overall market cap, Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything, it was only like 600 billion, right? Right now we're 4 times that. So that's a lot more liquidity. And so even if Bitcoin doesn't do what everyone expects it to do, to have these crazy blow off tops or have these crazy crashes, with the fact that all this utility is coming in, I think this, and I've said this a bunch of times, I think this is just going to kind of even out with a mostly upwards trajectory, right? We may not have the big blow off tops. There's going to be a few blow off tops here and there, but is it going to be like it has in the last bull runs? I don't know. I'm much more of the diminishing returns theory that a lot of people talk about. And is it going to be, is this the cycle? Is this cycle going to be different? Because the previous cycles, we did get all the way up to the top and we did get all the way to the bottom of these logarithmic growth curves. And in fact, because of COVID, the last one went well below, which was out of norm for the cycle. All right, 65. We've already hit 66,000. Let's see if we can hold it. It will be crucial now to hold this fib, or basically, the double. Well, it's not a double top right now. It pushed through it. So it's going to be good. I would love to see this close above the previous all-time high today. That would be really good for looking forward. And then I don't like to see it all in one day, to be honest, right? We talk about retracing and finding support. It happening the same day, to me, doesn't give it a lot of clout. If we close above this today and then like tomorrow we come back down and retrace, or we do this thing for a few days where we kind of spin sideways. I posted this. Was it on this chart or a different chart? Yeah, because I talked about this yesterday. Dude, the best technical analysis on YouTube. Are you kidding me? This Elliott wave is playing out. All my Fibonacci's are playing out. Right, I'm just kind of getting lucky, to be quite honest. But now, not honest, but seriously. So I said that I think Bitcoin will, and I think this was just yesterday, Bitcoin will go above into all-time highs, maybe get up to around 70,000, retrace back down to the previous all-time high, find support, and then bounce back up into here. Quite frankly, this plays in really well with Plan B's analysis too. Anything greater than 63,000 in October. Right now, the guy's a warlock, right? Bitcoin just needs to stay above 63,000 for the next 11 days. And he's nailed 3 months in a row, which would just be incredible. The last 2 months, he nailed the bottom. That was his worst case scenario. Bitcoin would be 40. And he called that at a point where he's saying Bitcoin would be high in August. It would dip in September, which was incredible, right? 47K in August, if I remember correctly. It was that. I even texted a friend. I'm like, dude, I actually want Bitcoin to pull back to 43,000 by the end of September. It's not going to be fun, but it is going to be fun, right? And it did. It pulled back to 43,000, closed, and he predicted this in June. So it closed right at 47, and that wasn't his prediction, that it would close at these levels, just that this is worst case scenario. The fact that it's played out to that is actually a bit scary. It's really scary. So it closed August 47,000, exactly, the bottom of his prediction. Came down to 43,000, closed right at 43,000, the end of September, right at the bottom of his prediction, right? Worst case scenario. So as excited as we might be that Bitcoin might go to like 70,000 today, tomorrow, in the next few days, just kind of be weary that it's probably going to do a pullback and try and find support at this 65,000 level, and we still do kind of have like, is he going to be right 3 months in a row? Is it going to close at 63,000? I kind of feel like the train's leaving the tracks. I don't think Bitcoin's going to close. I think it's going to close above, possibly well above 67 or whatever thousand. And then I forget his next prediction for November is either 85 or not, I think 95,000 in November. So we got plenty of room to have a lot of fun in November with Bitcoin. If say Bitcoin closes around 70,000 in October, another 15,000 or so, no, 25,000 at 95,000. There even a fib? This is, yeah, so this would be at the end of November. If we're at 95,000, we're likely going to see the same thing where we push up and possibly don't break through, or we break through and we retest, and then we find ourselves kind of, you know, somewhere in this area where Plan B predicts. And this is all based on stock to flow, right? And that means like how much is available versus, you know, the quantity and the supply and the demand. And so far, eventually that's going to be invalidated because, you know, over time it has Bitcoin going to like $100 million. And I don't know that that's going to happen in our lifetime, though. I wouldn't. If Bitcoin were $100 million, there would be some crazy shit going on in the world. And I don't know if we want to live in that kind of world, right? It would be freaking Max. What is the end of the world? Oh my goodness, what a rough morning. You know what I'm talking about. Mel Gibson. I give up. I give up today. All right, so Bitcoin's looking really strong, 65,978. I think we can hit 70,000 today, but the only way we're going to hit 70,000, whether you watch this video live or you watch it after the fact, that you hit the like button. If you didn't hit the like button, we're going to 12,000, or we're going to, oh, Ethereum. Guess what Ethereum's doing? Ethereum just hit $4,000. All right, baby, let's freaking go. Let's take a look at the chart on Ethereum. And it's holding. It was fighting the fib there for a second, got above it, it held, it lost it, we're back up, it's holding it, it's looking really strong. Dude, I gotta tell you, man, I'm getting extremely bullish right now. I do think, but I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. I've said numerous times, I don't want to sell my crypto. I don't want to sell. It'll be bittersweet, right? It'll be nice. It'll be nice. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to sell it, but it would be nice to actually have some cash in the bank. Because I don't have a lot of cash in the bank. I'm all in crypto. I'm out of control. I'm crazy. So it will be nice to not worry about possibly going over, like, I don't write checks anymore. Dude, I write like one check a year to pay for my tags to the DMV. In fact, I usually don't even do that. I just had to last time, though, because they wouldn't take. I was way overdue. I missed the mail, right? I didn't catch it. And they're like, oh, this is way too late. What the hell's wrong with them? We won't accept this over the internet because it's been too late. But you could send in a check? Like, what the hell are they thinking, right? Anyway, I digress. Rant alert. All right. So I don't want to sell my crypto, but I do. It would be nice. Here's the problem, right? If we hit these levels, and I talked about this quite a bit yesterday, when I would consider selling, again, I have close to 2 Bitcoin, I'd say 1.8. I'm okay with selling. Honestly, I love me some Bitcoin, but I could sell, if there wasn't tax consequences, I would sell all but 1 Bitcoin right now and put it into something like Cardano that I'm extremely bullish in, and I think is presenting, not financial advice, I think Cardano is presenting an amazing do-over to buy in at what I think is still a really good price. There was a big video yesterday where we talked about this. I had my boy Metro and Tomas dogpiling on top of me, calling me. I know they were mostly kidding around, but they were telling me I shouldn't be buying Cardano. It's good. It's fine. It's good. And then we had Matty Ice in the house. He's a big time. So it was me and Matt against Metro and Tomas about whether, dude, Cardano's going to the moon. Cardano is going to be successful. I'm more convinced. I'm convinced more than ever. I've been brushing up. You know me, I like to dig deep into this stuff and really understand the technology. And I still by no means completely understand it. But I've been reading, and I'm going to continue to read the papers on UTXO and EUTXO, which stands for, all right, UTXO stands for, oh my goodness, I forget, something transaction output. And then that it's a Bitcoin thing and how Bitcoin handles it. Cardano uses external unified. No, it's not unified. I'm thinking, all right, it doesn't matter. The U stands for You're seeing my OCD in like prime overdrive, so we're just gonna have to look it up. EUTXO, and I know this is probably boring for most of you. Like, what the hell is? But this is the DYOR to the max, right? Understanding the extended. This is really understanding, and this isn't just like listening to some dumbass constantly talk about how great Cardano is and doesn't know shit about it, right? This isn't just going through YouTube and because 12 different YouTubers think Cardano is going to the moon, but don't understand that if they can't tell you what Haskell is, what Plutus is, what Plutus application backend is, what Hydrate is, right? What Plutus Pioneers is. If you ask them these questions, who Charles Hoskinson is, and they can't answer these questions, you shouldn't be taking their advice. Plain and simple, right? Well, it doesn't matter, right? We're talking about a blue chip, in my opinion, like Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, are certified, going to be the certified top dog blue chip smart chains out there, right? So you can buy these regardless of what any YouTuber says, right? And you're probably going to make money just based on the fact that you can buy most cryptos in the top 100 and you're probably going to make money, right? As long as you just hold and don't sell high and buy, or no, don't sell low and buy high, right? Especially right now, things are strong as hell, so we're going to be going up. Unspent, that's right. So it stands for unspent. So Cardano takes some of the best from Ethereum and some of the best from, and I continue to learn on this, right? How Cardano works. And I'm very impressed with it. How it uses the EUTXO model. The concurrency issue is the problem with Cardano right now. People are scared on Cardano because you can't do, it appears to be, and some people are fudding that you can't do concurrent transactions like in DeFi, right? In liquidity pools. So there's a lot of doubt right now, but I'm not scared, dude. I'm not scared at all. There's no way in hell. If you've ever listened to Charles Hoskinson talk, whether you think he's crazy or not, whether you think he's too far left, right, libertarian, whatever your political beliefs, whatever, if you can't tell that dude's not intelligent as hell. And yes, intelligent people could be very misguided on this or that, or you're not aligned with your beliefs. But when it comes to math and cryptocurrency, the dude definitely knows his shit. The teams and the engineers definitely know their shit. There is no doubt in my mind that these people know what they're doing and they're building a great smart chain. It is no different when it comes to Polkadot. Dude, Polkadot is extremely, extremely complex with how the parachains work. But Dr. Gavin Wood, smart as hell, dude. PhDs in computer and software engineering. He wrote Solidity, right? Like everyone needs a Solidity engineers on their teams right now. The freaking NFT that I'm in, where they have liquidity pools, like we're hiring Solidity people. So a very intelligent dude, and that's going in again, same great ecosystem. And they're bringing in great teams on that. And it's already proven itself on Kusama without issue. So if Kusama's the testnet, why would you expect Polkadot to fail? It's not going to fail. If Cardano fails, which I don't think it will, that's fine. I'm diversified into Ethereum. So for me to fail in cryptocurrency right now, I would need both Ethereum and Cardano to fail. And then that would probably hurt me. That would probably hurt me. I'm not going to lie. That would not be good times. But I think they're both going to succeed. All right, so Cardano still being kind of flat, but we're moving back up. I'm good with it, right? Until they can prove there's concurrency, and I think that's coming soon. With it's probably going to come within. I think Sunday Swap is going to be the most popular DEX, most likely. On Cardano, I believe we're looking at. Let's see. I'm in their Discord. Let's see what we got. See if we got an update. I think that could go live as early as like sometime in November. We got Liquid Finance that I think is going to be amazing. They're just waiting on their audit as far as I know. So I think these are coming, and when they come, I'm going to give you an example of what's going to happen when they come, right? And it's not going to take much. Once people are successfully using Cardano, it is going to explode. I think we're going to push. I don't want to get too Moonboy here, but I think $5 is going to be on the table quick. All right, where's my Sun? All right, here's Sunday Swap. I need to get into the liquid Discord too. All right, Sunday Swap. Let's see if we got an announcement. These guys put out a brilliant white paper on how to handle the concurrency issue. They provided 2 different ways for different DeFi platforms to address it. Right, that's the problem. People, there's an ERC20 converter. You can convert and take your project over to Cardano, but you still got to adjust your model for this EUTXO, right? I almost forgot what the U stood for again, but I remember now. Unspent. It's unspent. All right. So they provided a way to handle this 2 different ways, but they secretly said, we got another way, right? And we're doing it our way. It's going to be their secret sauce. And we'll have to see if Sunday Swap comes out pretty soon and things are running like a well-oiled machine. Cardano is going to the races. It's going to the races, right? It is. That's just all there is to it. So let's see. It's just doing some updates. I don't know that they received. So they received a fund that was in September. Yeah, so it's a little bit boring on the news, right? No real news on when it's going to come out. I could type when open, right? Be a cool kid, spell it with the W-E-N. Let's go back to the announcement and take a quick look at this Reddit and see what we got here. The smart contract team is working on optimizations, which will get, let's see, this week the front end continue to work on wallet. And there's a lot going on again with the Plutus application back end for the wallet. We've identified a few small, and that's dude. This is beautiful. Quite honestly, this is beautiful to me. It's rough, it's tough, but this Cardano system really takes their time and really tests things out before they bring it out. So you just have to have a little bit of patience, and with patience is going to become the fruits of your labor, and the fruits of your labor is going to be a lot of profit. All right, the research and development built observable transactions so we can rapidly debug. Overall, we started to hit some roadblocks at a slight, ultimately, however, taking our time to work through. All right, so I don't know, maybe not November, I don't know. I'm not sure. Liquid, let's take a look at Liquid. I'm really excited for Liquid. When I first, I guess my title should have had Cardano in it. All right, I'll save this for a different video because my title has some Harmony One and some Defikingdoms. But it's been a rough morning. Been a rough morning, boys and girls. All right, so Harmony One. Let's take a look at number 1, Harmony One, and then we'll talk about Defikingdoms. We'll take a look at that. I was going to try and put a 0 to hero video together. The most important thing that Defikingdoms and Harmony One need is adoption. The adoption's a bit tough, right? A lot of YouTubers just kind of mention, a lot of people, very, very cult following. People, us Harmony One people, we love our Harmony One. For me, when I first got into it, I loved it because of the community, and then I used it. Oh my goodness. I have never used a smart And this is when you really start to get a tingle in your loins. You use it. And if you've used Ethereum, and that's your first rodeo for a lot of people, you'll get into Ethereum and you'll do, well, let me think of that. So NFTs, a lot of people get smacked in the head hard with that hammer. Quick! And NFTs, dude. NFTs and Ethereum, you'll get destroyed with fees. It is a brutal, brutal act. And most people, you know, you can barely afford it. Hell, I can barely afford it. Talk about this Mutant Cats NFT I was in. They deployed a smart contract that had a bug in it, an exploit. So, you know, I had my NFTs staked in their liquidity pool for one freaking day. It cost me like $120 just to stake my, and I tried to wait for a good time and gas. So I staked my Mutant Cats, and in fact, I had two different ones, so I did them two different separately. So it cost me like $200, $250 total just to stake it, to earn this shit coin that they're giving me, fish, right? Maybe it turns into something, maybe it doesn't. And the parallels are there with Harmony One, and I'll show you in a second. So it cost me $250 roughly to stake my NFTs, because that's how much Ethereum gas is. And it takes 5-10 minutes plus, right? And that's when gas was good. During these NFT drops, gas has hit $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. It's freaking insane. This is, and here's the worst part about it, is most people are just buying these NFTs to dump on your face. To make a profit. So it's definitely a well game right now. And the worst part is this this smart contract that they use for the liquidity pool on the staking had an exploit. Well, we got to rewrite our contract. You got to unstake your NFTs and restake it in the new liquidity pool, right? Well, it took I had to wait for good gas prices. I had to pull the NFTs out. That was $100 and some. And then you got to approve the new contract. When you approve a contract, you got to sign it. Guess what? That costs gas. That was cheap. That only cost like $25. I'm like, oh, it's only going to cost me $25 to restake my cats. Oh, I forgot. That's just to sign the goddamn contract. And then you stake it again. And this time, because I had two, instead of buying one, staking it, buying another one later, staking it, it did. So it doesn't matter, right? When you say you mint five of an NFT, or you mint one, the gas is the gas. You pay it whether you're sending $1,000 to a different wallet or 100,000. So when I staked the two cats, it was like $100 and some. So it cost me $300 because of not my mistake, right? But I'm the asshole, right? And this is frustrating, right? And this is frustrating about Ethereum. The team's like, oh, you know what you got into. This is DeFi. This is the wild, wild west, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. So there we go. And $300, man. It's just not like I constantly want to just light $300 on fire. I don't want to constantly light all this money on fire. And I know it's perspective, right? It's how much can you make if you pay to play that game, you can make a lot of money. But it's a rough life, dude. It is not easy and it's tough. It's tough to. It's also that somewhat hurts adoption into Harmony One if that's someone's first experience. So that's why we got to lead them to the promised land when you do this stuff over on Harmony One. All right, so Harmony One, speaking of Harmony One, it is back above that not the previous all-time high of 26 cents, right? This previous all-time high back here in September, which was basically a double top with the previous all-time high back in April. I mentioned this the last time that this happened. That it would be really good to get above that and find support, which we kind of did, right? We found support, but then we lost it, and we lost it for a minute. So we're back in that position. This would be basically looking at kind of a double bottom, but we need to hold this, right? We need to hold above this. And because I do think, A-Rav in the house, how you doing, brother? Really good day in crypto, but man, I had a rough Savvy, I was talking about that earlier. So, because that's one of my addictions. I love hanging out in his Discord. I talked about the fact that he had this trend line, and there was rumors that he was going to pile on to a short, and hopefully he didn't. He was going to pile in. This, honestly, like if you were to short Bitcoin, this isn't a bad point to try and take a stab. Excuse me. This isn't a bad time to take a stab at a short. Small leverage, fairly tight stop. This is one of those areas, you know, it could have been a double top and it could have dumped back down. It wouldn't have been a bad place. Personally, I would have, like if I were to short, I would wait and I would see what happens, right? I would see what happens again if it does what we talked about yesterday on this chart, where it does come back up and then it comes back down. And if it bounces, then I would consider, I'm not leveraged. Well, I might. I'm not going to leverage trade like they do, right? Like Bybit, 5X, whatever. I might borrow on Anchor and buy, you know, just a little bit just to have some fun with, right? But I wouldn't be doing anything right now. You're just taking a shot in the dark. If you that it's going to be a double top, I don't know what the percentages would be. For me, I would be looking to see, all right, we broke above it. What's going to happen next? Are we going to go up and then come back down? If we go up and come back down, that's not the short either. That's not the short. You wait and see what happens at this fib. And this fib was the previous all-time high. If we come up and we bounce, then it's a good chance to take a long. Now, it could be a fake out. It could be, you never know, right? But you're taking the chance that it found support and then it's going to go back up. But we saw with Harmony 1, see, that didn't work out, right? Well, it didn't work out, but you would have had to hold it. And if you held it, it would start working out. Overall, my obviously, I'm a biased long. I'm biased long. And my tendencies now are, everything's extremely bullish. So I would be looking... it would be rough to long it now just because there is going to be a retracement. But I don't know when the retracement's going to be. This could go up to 70,000 before we retrace. So either way, I don't play a lot of that. I buy and hold, and it's worked out really well. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. Nikki in the house, how you doing? 100X project. Oh my goodness. I'm not much of a 100X kind of guy. In fact, I make fun of that shit all the time. Everything's in crypto, everything's a 10x away. In NFTs, everything's 100 and 1,000x away. If you're one of those YOLO holos, if you're one of those guys that just want to take big gambles, big risks, big rewards, oh, check it out. Check what out, bro? What am I checking out? I mean, check it out. Do you think it's still good to buy Harmony market cap wise? Still a lot of room to grow. My average price. I came to this channel, saw one of your vids. What is it, bro? What is it? So here is how, that's an excellent question. You think it's still good to buy Harmony market cap wise? Still a lot of room to grow. Yeah, it depends on your outlook, right? In general, the crypto, all right. That's a complicated question. And this is not financial advice. So if you're new to crypto and you're buying crypto now, you have to have the same mentality that I have, but you have to have it like in a much tighter time frame. You're buying Bitcoin now, you have to be ready for the fact that you're gonna likely, and these are tough decisions to make, right? And this is one of the reasons I don't want to sell my crypto, because it's a tough decision to make. There's a good chance that this thing can have a blow off top, and you're going to be forced within a 1 or 2 month period to be like, man, I got to sell and take profits off the board. So if you're buying Harmony 1 now, it depends on your long-term outlook and how much of your portfolio allocation is. If you're buying Harmony 1 now, just to say, for example, I got $5,000 and I want to throw it into Harmony 1. I've already got a shitload of Harmony 1 at 7 cents, but I think Harmony 1's going to 50 cents. And these are things, I do this with Cardano and I do it with Harmony 1 quite often. The problem is I'll say, okay, I'm going to put $2,000. I got some spare money. I'm going to put it into Harmony 1. I think it's going to go to 50 cents. I'm going to double my money and take it out. Well, a lot of times once it's in, I don't like taking it out. So yes, I think Harmony 1's a great price right now. Still to buy, I do think Harmony 1 is going to be $1, $2, $3. And this is based on the fact that at $3, Harmony 1 will be a $30 billion market cap. And there's so much good coming down the road for Harmony 1. You know, the One Wallet, Apple Pay, cross-chain NFTs. The fact that it's gas fees, this thing I was ranting on with Ethereum, the gas fees are less than a penny. This is great, man, and this is why I am going to make videos to show you how to use the Harmony One system. I just hate making those type of videos, so maybe I won't do it. But Harmony, I do think Harmony One's going there, but Harmony One might see sub 10 cents again, right? So are you able to make one of those decisions where Harmony One goes up to, say, like 70 cents this bull run and sell it, and then potentially be wrong that it continues to go up, or the fact that it goes back to 7 cents and you're sitting there thinking you're holding the bag for a while, but if you just, right, and there's still risk. Harmony One still could fail. These are all things you got to be able, you've got to have your plan in place for all of it. I'm not buying Harmony One right now. I've got enough of it for now. So for me, and maybe for you, hey Gary, how you doing? The other side of the Blunt Brothers. We got both Blunt Brothers in the house. How you guys doing? Got distracted. It ended up missing 40 minutes. Dude, you have no idea, man. It's been a rough day. I actually started with a different video. I'm just gonna delete that shit, but whatever, man. Coming in, hanging out with my bros. I don't want to say the H word. You know, it's a joke, but you know, we might get that. I love both sexes. So, and you know what I'm saying, in a good way, not in a kinky way. Hey, calm down out there. Calm down. I just try not to be sexist around here. I tried to be, anyway. All right, so I don't know if that was just a great way of dancing around your question. Who asked that? Was that Arab, right? Dude, how much Harmony One do you have, and what percentages of it is of your portfolio? I don't know, man. These are tough questions to ask. Right now, I think the best buy on the board's Cardano. And let's have Retro pile on top of me, because he's not going to like that answer. I've been buying all along. I think Mike was piling in with Retro and Tomas yesterday, telling me I'm an idiot for Cardano. Cardano, right now, I think Cardano is one of the best buys on the board, because they are going to nail this concurrency concern everyone's talking about. And it's going to be a very robust DeFi. Look at what happened to Avalanche, Solana, and even Matic once the DeFi really started rolling. They went to the moon, right? Same thing's going to happen with Cardano. Cardano is the best blue chip non-Ethereum smart chain out there. And I think Polkadot's going to be right there with it. So personally, I do have a little bit of dry powder. I'm either looking to buy more Cardano with it, but I don't really need it. I don't think you could go wrong with Harmony One. I mean, for example, let's take a look. When I do this, oh, by the way, all right, so Defikingdoms. One currently 20, looking to bump it up. Yeah, so you guys are a little bit more YOLO than me. Harmony One's only 10% of my portfolio, but I think it's going to pay off handsomely. I really do. Harmony One is yet to have that move like Matic and Avalanche did, and it could come. And it won't take much for that to happen. For example, we discussed this yesterday. Dr. Stephen Say had a company Apple bought. He worked for Apple. He knows some mofos at Apple. There's Apple Pay coming to the One Wallet, I believe. So the shit could pop off there pretty soon when it and the liquidity is coming in like crazy. Thank you, Defikingdoms. What is the TVL on Defikingdoms right now? This one doesn't. Oh no. I just popped open a window I don't want you guys to see. God damn it. All right. I have Defikingdoms up somewhere working. This freaking, I gotta tell you, this freaking Defikingdoms is annoying as hell. So I have talked about in the past that I expect the price of Jewel to crash, right? It keeps proving me wrong, but I'm able to sleep at night again. This is house money squared that I have in, and I'm earning like close to $80 to $100 a day in passive income with Jewel. So I don't want Jewel to crash, don't get me wrong, but I keep expecting it to happen. I'm off that's the title of my video I need to make, making $3,200 a month in passive income off $4,000, right? That's an attention, and that's what's happening. I have $4,200 in this liquidity pool, in the one jewel liquidity pool. I should have left it at that. If I would have left it at that 14,000 I had in there, I'd probably be at 20,000 and making like several $100s a day. But that's a lot of risk, right? I'm just trying to manage my risk a little. I'm kicking myself a little, but I'm sleeping at night knowing that the price of jewel could crash 50% plus overnight. And I'm just not saying it will. I'm just saying it could happen. I've seen this happen with every liquidity, not every, but most yield farms out there. This one is different. This one is different, right? Because it's a play to earn type game on top of it, but it's yet to be proven, right? It's not easy for games. This game is going to need adoption, and that's a big reason why I want to make these videos that I tried and failed miserably with today. You make dude, like when I think you're zigging, you're zagging on me, Retro. All right, so I did, all right, because of this, and it dawned on me yesterday, I had, I don't know, like 25,000 Harmony One in my wallet that I was kind of waiting for Aave to come around so I can play with it. I didn't deposit it in staking because there's a 7 epoch period, so I didn't want to be in a position where like Aave launches and I couldn't pull that money out for 7 days. Yeah, Mike says if I had been smart and bought ADA last year, I would be like, yeah, bro, you should have found me in December and January of last year, because I was beating that drum. I started buying it at 16 cents. I was drinking the cryptocurrency Kool-Aid a lot easier than a lot of these channels out there right now. Anyway, all right, so I do think Harmony One is Cardano 2.0. I don't know if it will have the same success, but I think it doesn't need to have the same crazy success. It just needs to have good success. I do think there's a 10 to 30x easy left in Harmony One over the next 4 to 10 years. Again, a $3 Harmony One's only a $30 billion market cap, and that's nothing. In fact, that's still highly undervalued for Harmony One, and that's from using it, and that's why my faith in cryptocurrency has become so much more over time. It's actually using it, actually understanding borrowing and selling and liquidity pools, and being able to be, the market maker and earn the fees and this and that. So anyway, like I said, I was nervous in this Jewel One liquidity pool because I'm worried about not impermanent. I mean, there's more impermanent. There's some impermanent loss going on right now because the price of jewels going up so much. You guys are funny. Retro is saying the same thing. It's all right, man. There's plenty of time left to make a lot of money with Harmony One and the Polkadot ecosystem, right? And that's you guys got me all over the place. This is what I'm talking about. This is all it takes. Look at Polkadot. Look at Polkadot, man. Everyone was bearish as hell on Polkadot. I mean, I put out a couple clickbait videos saying I'm all out Polkadot. It was just tax loss harvesting. I'd never, ever, ever even come close to losing my faith in Polkadot. I thought this made no sense to me, but whatever. Because I knew, right? It's one of those things like it's not live yet. People don't see it. They don't understand it, right? I put in the time. Was this manipulated down to these levels? Maybe. Buying it $10. I said buying it below $30 was a gift. Anyone buying it down here, it takes a lot of brass cojones to buy Polkadot at $10 after it just like 2 months earlier seeing a high of close to 50. But it didn't take much, right? It kind of moved. It lagged a little, and then it got itself back up to around this $30 level before kind of just following the market cycle. Bitcoin pumped up, and then Bitcoin pulled back, and so Polkadot was kind of hanging around this $30 level, and then boom. You knew it was coming. Everyone knew it was coming. The parachain slot auctions, they knew it was coming, right? And look what happens. They announced the parachain slot auctions November 10th, and it shoots up from $35 to $40. Once these auctions hits, who the hell knows? Is it going to be buy the rumor, sell the news? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so, though, right? It's basically going to be projects coming live on the Polkadot system. The same thing's going to continue to happen with Cardano. I'm not saying buy Cardano, right? I'm not saying buy Cardano right now. $3 Harmony one will see me living in the Mediterranean. All right, so Gary is the one. He's in like Alabama, and you're in the Ukraine. Is it Alabama? I don't remember. And you're in the Ukraine. I thought you loved it in the Ukraine. Why do you want to go to the Mediterranean? Who the hell doesn't want to? Is there tax havens somewhere in the Mediterranean, or you don't even care at this point, right? You've got so much fu money, you don't even care about taxes, right? You wipe your ass with taxes. All right. Look, Cardano's pushing 220. All right, so my point, I'm going on record. Cardano, Georgia. I was close. You know what? My brother was born in Georgia. I lived there for a little bit. I don't remember. I was like 6 months old. My parents hated it there, but because they said everyone was like assholes. But dude, I'm not saying everyone in Georgia is assholes. I don't really think that. You just know how it is, dude. My parents... oh, I bet. So my parents are from the Midwest. It's just a whole different culture, right? California is completely different than the Midwest. And then, the Deep South and this. So you know how it is. People go to a different cultural area and it didn't, they want to, that's why 9 times out of 10 people go back to where they grew up. Really? So you don't have to worry, you don't have to worry about, I shouldn't even say that. I'm not even going to say it. Probably would have got me banned from YouTube. All right. I'm lucky to be in the Netherlands. We have only wealthy tax on the total crypto gains every year. Very minimal tax. I gotta tell you, the Netherlands sounds kind of heavenly. Except, I don't know, it might get a little too cold there. Wait, isn't it the Netherlands? No, one of those countries like Finland or Sweden. Because I have celiac, right? I'm gluten intolerant. It jacks me up. One of those countries, they offer, this is just crazy off the rails right now. They offer a stipend because gluten-free food is so expensive. I think I must have some of that in me. All right, crypto tax is really nasty talking to have. Yeah, dude, please be aware of your taxes and when you do things. People aren't like this DeFi stuff we're doing. Defikingdoms, dude. Defikingdoms. Oh, before I forget, let me tell you, again, I was worried about the price of Jewel crashing. But I want to really be engaged with Jewel. All my money, this is all house money. I took $4,000. I'm going to tell you the story again. Just no complaining. I put $4,000 over here. It grew to $6,000. I borrowed some money. I upped this $10,000. It grew to $14,000. I took $10,000 of it out. So the first $4,000 was house money from Sushi Swap. Built it to $6,000. Added $4,000. It grew to $14,000. I pulled it all out. So I pulled my initial $4,000 house money out, everything else out, and this is gains from. So this $4,200 is house money from Defikingdoms. This has been an amazing. I don't know when the bridge is going to be over. I really don't know, but this has been an amazing money earning experience. Again, I'm currently earning $80-ish a day in passive income. Right around 20 joules a day at $4, $80 a day times 30. $2,400. Did I say 3,200? So my math was a little bit off earlier. All right, so $2,400 a month in passive income off $4,000. Yeah, I did get that wrong earlier. 2 months right now, and this is going to go down. Well, I mean, the amount of joules you earn, the emission rate of joule goes down per epoch. The epoch's based on block time, so I don't know when it's going to go down. But then your rewards, the amount of joule that's locked and unlocked goes up, and if the price of joule comes up, who knows? Like that can continue to even out. I have no idea. But because of my concern that joule could crack, because when I first got into this, joule was a buck. I mean, joule's out of control right now with $4.08, and the real litmus test is going to be once a lot of the game mechanics go live, and in fact, it could create this crazy demand for Jewel that we've yet to even see, and this could even skyrocket more. I have no idea. But if that happens, there is some impermanent loss risk, because if one asset goes up more than the other side of your liquidity pool, an impermanent loss is kind of this scary thing. I don't worry about it. All it really means is if you would have held Jewel and you would have held one separately and not put it in a liquidity pool, you would have made more money. But because this liquidity pool has to have equal amounts of both, if one of them skyrockets, it sells it and buys the other. You might lose, 5 or 10 or 20% of what your maximum gain would have been. For me, the concern is permanent loss, right? So if the price of Joule goes back down to $1, this liquidity pool is going to go down in value, and I'm going to lose I'm going to lose money. It's not going to be, I could have made more. It's going to be I flat out lost. So this Joule 1 is a great pool to be in. I'm going to continue to stay in it with my house money. Again, I should have left more of it in, but I'm just trying to be rational. What I did do is I noticed that because I had like 25,000 Joule, not 25,000, I don't know, 25,000 Harmony 1. Again, I was waiting for Aave. So I put it to work. I sold half of that Harmony 1, bought some Ethereum, and I put this into, and this is just a different strategy. I love putting money into a liquidity pool with similar assets that are somewhat correlated in price action. The price of ETH and the price of one, they're somewhat correlated. They both go up, they both go down. Harmony 1's a little bit less correlated because it has these, movements here and there. But overall, long term, they pretty much move up and down about the same, right? So no real worry on a permanent loss. There's going to be a little bit, but it's offset by the fact I'm earning, right? You're seeing this right, 374% interest per year. So these are two assets in my top 5. Ethereum number 3 and Harmony 1 number 4 portfolio allocation. I'm extremely bullish both of these assets. I love both of these assets. I don't care if one goes up and it ends up selling Ethereum to buy more one and vice versa. I don't care. I love them both. I'll gobble both of them up. And the fact that I'm being offset with 374% interest per year, let's go, dude. And it lets me be further earn Joule on a game that I think is going to be amazing and have long-term value with far less risk that if I'm wrong and Joule does tank, my Ethereum on Harmony 1, that value is not going to change, right? So in this, you're not going to earn as much, right? That's the downside. You're not going to earn as much, but it's a great way, and this is not financial advice. You got to understand all the risks. For example, this is DeFi. Their smart contract can get exploited or hacked, and it's going to be, and it's gone. All right, I got about 23 minutes until I have to do a firewall cutover, so we're gonna have to wrap this up here pretty soon, but god damn, I'm enjoying this. All right, so there we go. I did put some money in that. Let's take a look, right? As I talked about before, and I love showing this, it excites me every time. Similar to like if your first rodeo is Ethereum, you're gonna get destroyed with gas fees. We could come over here. I got 38 beautiful jewels waiting for me. 38 lovely jewels. Man, I gotta tell you, I want to put more into that Ethereum Harmony 1 pool. I'm not gonna lie, but again, there's risk. There's risk. All right, so I'm gonna come over to here. Let's see. I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna come over to, what is this? Is she just a female druid? All right, so I'm going to claim my jewels. What is it? Oh, because I'm in 2 different... Upset, I'm not involved. Why not, bro? Why not? Why not? All right, when you... All right, that's fine. Just give me my... All right. What is going on? Let me click on... Oh, it's not seeing my jewel balance. Let's do a little refresh. It's a little buggy. This interface can be a little buggy. All right, it's not seeing. Is the transaction going through and I didn't realize it? Am I not connected to the Harmony 1 network? Nothing's happening. Let's see. Was that today? Transaction create. Maybe I must have claimed it and didn't. No, it's not. Looks like there's a glitch in the matrix right now. We gotta wait for this to. I don't know if this is a Harmony. Harmony 1 does have issues. I know people don't want to hear it. They do. The blockchain has sync issues, right? It's not perfect. No blockchain out there is perfect right now. They're all constantly Harmony RPC. How you doing, Locke? Welcome to the channel, bro. All right. I don't know if this is the Harmony One network again or Defikingdoms. I gotta assume it's Harmony One. It's not syncing to my MetaMask. Second, I can try this move. All right, there we go. We're gonna show. Well, this is embarrassing. I was waxing on about how great the Harmony One and Defikingdoms is, but there's a glitch in the matrix. It's not. There's might be an issue going on with like the Harmony One sync issue right now that they've had recently a few times. Or again, I don't know. I don't know if it's Harmony One. This Defikingdoms interface is a little glitchy at times too. You'll notice it. I think this is just more of a UI issue, but you'll try and look at the liquidity pools, and it'll do that. It'll just like, and it'll make you like, it's very annoying. I wish they'd get that fixed. Right? And they need to fix this little frame they got going. All right, let's see. It's showing my rewards here. I don't think I did a transaction. Let's see if there's Jewel in my. Nope, no Jewel. All right, I'm not gonna waste any more time on this right now. There's obviously an issue going on. Yeah, it's been a rough day. Let's hop back over and see how that price of Bitcoin's going. I do have to wrap the stream up. Had a rough start. There's a video I did earlier. I'm gonna delete that bad boy. It worked out okay though. It worked out okay. We had a lot of fun today. You know, I've had so much, and this is one of the things I love about this so much. Bitcoin's breaking all-time highs. We're breaking history over there. Ethereum is pumping. Everything's pumping, right? Even Cardano's like, I have no idea what we're at because I'm so involved and having so much fun with Defikingdoms in Harmony One. I wonder if my stock account, see how that's doing, because I gotta log in. Hold on. Because I did get in the Bitcoin futures ETF yesterday. Bob's your uncle, are we there? Microphone check. I need to get new internet or something. Son of a bitch. All right, real quickly, let's take a look at the stock. I did get into the Bitcoin future. I'm up 80 bucks. I'm probably going to get out of that. I don't know how the carrying costs, and there are issues with like contango and backwardation that I'm somewhat familiar with that can happen with futures and futures-based contracts. And it all has to reach parity, right? It's all forward looking. This is based on the future. The future has a higher price than Bitcoin. We take a look at that real quick. So that's at 67,295. This expires once a month. So as it gets closer and closer to expiration, it's going to reach parity. But there are things that can happen with like backwardation and it can get crazy. And I don't know how that works into like any exposure or risk to the carrying costs and things like how it might, but whatever, right? I'm not worried about losing a ton of money because of some weird shit. So I got some money into the Bitcoin future for now. It's doing okay. Coinbase is rocking. Tesla is still looking very bullish. Now let's hop on over to the charts. All right, because Bitcoin futures at 67.38, I'm going to assume we're pushing 67,000. Maybe a little above 67,000 on Bitcoin. Let's see how we're doing. Not bad. All right, so there's about a $500 or $600 difference. 66.7, 66.7. Is that the current all-time high? Are we like in all-time high price discovery, pushing it right now as we speak? We got to get this up to. Oh, I think I lost 2 likes. What the hell? A second ago, I could have sworn I had 8 likes. Now I have 6. People bail and get mad at me because of my internet. Rough crowd. All right. 66. All right. Let's put this on the 15 minute. All right. Yeah, we are pushing all-time highs as we speak. We're right at it. We are going to need a retrace to really be validated, in my opinion. Ethereum 4,051 looking amazing. Cardano above 220. Look, ooh, Cardano took a little blue pill this morning. I would be really happy with it to find its level around this 250 mark. And then Harmony 1, glorious Harmony 1, 23, 24. It's just kind of hanging around that 24 cent. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I do have a firewall cut over I got to get to. I love you all. Peace and all that good stuff. I'll see you tomorrow, 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square.